of the people who came to receive him back got hurt by our security organs. I know you are supposed to be peaceful, but even our security organs, surely, you are well trained. You should be able to control a rowdy crowd without killing them, without shooting them, without hurting them. So as Raila's tribute and respect for Raila, let that be the last time. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so now I'll have to say something. By the way, this is the most difficult eulogy that I have ever made. I'm not a guy, for the first time, I'm in Jokatekna. My father used to call Oburu Wod Komolo Ondugu, and he used to call Raila Wod Luo. So then quickly the names changed to Wodi and Aluo. So me, I grew up knowing Raila as Aluo. Oburu was mostly away in school in South Nyanza. He didn't spend much time with us, but Raila would be left to look after us, to cook for us whenever my mother was away. And then Oburu said the other day that Raila liked news, even from the time he was a little child. Let me tell you, whenever he was left to look after us, and he's going to cook and it's news time, he would put me there to listen to news and then tell him later what had been said. Can you imagine? I'm supposed to listen to the radio, to the news, and when he comes, I'm supposed to tell him what was said in news. I was not more than 6 years old, I'm sure. I would hear the name of the newscaster. He was called Cosmas Bala, or what they call Work. And then I used to hear the name Accra, Ghana. And then I used to hear an advertisement, Vaseline hair tonic. But my English was poor. So when he came, I would only tell him those things, but then I would say Vaseline hair tonic instead of Vaseline hair tonic. And then Oburu will tell you maybe how Raila was strong-headed. In school, there was a rule that when you are caned by the teacher, you were supposed to get up, salute, and say, "Thank you, teacher," which he refused to do. Every time he would get up, walk away, saying things about the teacher, maybe just mumbling, and the teacher would call him back, cane him again, until the teacher gave up. Maybe Oburu will tell you more. Then, so Raila was very, very disciplined. When he was a lecturer at the University of Nairobi, and also later when he was a director with Kenya Bureau of Standards, staying in his house was a nightmare. He would wake us up at 4 a.m. No matter what time he went to sleep, there would be a commotion. He's already going to take his morning jog, and maybe take the dog also for jogging. And then by 6 a.m., he's ready to leave for work. He was working at the Kenya Bureau of Standards. So when you're working under him, you could not be late, because if your boss is already there just at 6 o'clock, you cannot even lie that you are there on time. And he introduced an attendance register. I mean, you had to clock in. You had to clock in, and he knew exactly what time you had come. So, the third one, the fourth one. Sorry. Then, let me say that as a family, I know most of you won't believe it, but we also used to have our differences. We have, even now, we have our differences, and we can have very hot arguments. Raila and I, sometimes we used to have very hot arguments. You'll see that when he's telling us, he's trying to explain some of even his political moves, he'll be looking at me, because he knows me, I would not spare him. I used to tell him whether he wanted to hear it or not. So one time he came to my house. And then we were having a hot argument until my maid thought we were going to exchange fists. And he went to the toilet. I could hear him. About the rechot, aluwe kuro. Go walk. About the ret, aluwe. Which going back to the cat, aluwe akodeni adagi. I've refused. Nimekata adagi. And then you can't believe it. That the following day, we were talking on the phone, laughing as if nothing had happened. That's the way he was. He was magnanimous. He was forgiving. So what I want to say is, because I know the overwhelming love that Raila was received, many, he is very happy. But Raila, because he was so compassionate, I'm sure the only thing that is making him unhappy is that some of the people who came to receive him back got hurt by our security organs. I know you are supposed to be peaceful, but even our security organs, surely, you are well trained. You should be able to control a rowdy crowd without killing them, without shooting them, without hurting them. So as Raila's tribute and respect for Raila, let that be the last time that such a thing happens. I think that would be a befitting remembrance for Raila. Let me just say that there are a few people. Ogeta, Morris, your father, you were behind him, even at the last minute. The last talk, the last jog, the last step he took, you were behind him. Winnie Chogo, thank you very much for being with your dad when he was sick. As for Adhiambo Nyakamami, Ruth, I don't know what to tell you. We planned with you together that you should rush to India and take care of Raila, and you are updating me every day, several times a day. And even that last day, when you told me he had collapsed, you kept on calling me. I was the first person you called until the last minute when you called, and now you are just crying. You did not talk, you are crying. So the two of us, we just wept. We wept for the second last son of our mother, Mary. Now, Workomolo Ndugu, Oburu, you have been guiding us very well as a father. Please, I know that is your best friend and he has gone, but you please continue keeping us together as a family. Mama Ida, you are a strong lady and you have a beautiful family. Please continue putting us all together. I think that Odinga Tieko. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.